Hey, what's up guys? Today, I'll show you a mystery thriller film, Mortal Affair, Pure Art. Spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. The movie starts with an art dealer who buys paintings of unfamed painters in an auction. The auctioneers think that he's just a rich man who spends a lot of money on a bunch of junk. Sasha, a beautiful photographer and a former journalist, is on her way to her boyfriend, who's a painter. She's worried because she's been calling him the whole day, but he's not responding. Inside the taxi, she hears the news that the American and Russian presidents had a meeting. A famous painting that has been recently restored with a value of almost $1 million was presented by the Russian president to the American president, and it will be delivered to America in no time. As they enter the narrow street, an expensive car blocks the way, so Sasha just walks for the apartment. As she passes by, she clearly sees the driver, who is a blonde man with strong facial features. Sasha is confused why the door of her boyfriend's apartment is open. She then goes upstairs and sees her lifeless boyfriend on the sofa. Sasha is so shocked that she loses consciousness. Sasha met her boyfriend in an art gallery where she was hired as a photographer. They dated and eventually became a couple. Afterward, the police interrogate Sasha. The head officer thinks that the boyfriend's apartment looks grand for a simple graduate student, but Sasha says that he's also a renowned artist. That's why he's able to afford it. Shortly, the police show her a bag of money. They conclude that it's a simple robbery, and the robbers are terrified when Sasha comes. So in a hurry, they leave the bag of money and flee. Sasha disagrees with the police's conclusion because how can it be a simple robbery if the thieves are riding in a very expensive car? Sasha concludes that there's a deeper reason behind her boyfriend's death. She also shares with the police that she's able to remember the face of the expensive car's driver. Sasha goes out of the fire exit to smoke and to breathe fresh air. Downstairs, she sees that the police are talking to a man who seems familiar to her. To check, she goes down and peeks through the door's peephole. She confirms that the police are talking to the blonde man, the expensive car's driver, who happens to be a police officer as well. Immediately, she flees through the fire exit. The blonde man notices that Sasha isn't in the apartment, so he hurriedly goes out and finds her running on the street. Sasha runs as fast as she could when they chase her. Luckily, the train arrives just in time, so Sasha gets on right away, leaving the blonde man behind. Soon after, Sasha arrives home. As she packs her things, she sees that her boyfriend sent her an email about his painting. She stares at it as she reminisces their happy memories together. Later, she notices that someone is forcibly opening the door. She then opens the shower and hides. The man goes to the shower and shoots the blind curtain with a gun silencer, thinking that Sasha is there. Little did he know, Sasha had already escaped. On her escape, Sasha receives a call from the head officer. He offers his help, but she doesn't trust the police anymore. The next morning, at the train station, Sasha meets Misha, her boyfriend's best friend. He informs Sasha that she's all over the news and the police are looking for her. He convinces her to surrender and promises to give her the best lawyer. Unbeknownst to Sasha, the train guard recognizes her, so he called the police. Fortunately, she's already on the train when the police arrive. Inside the train, Misha tells Sasha that her boyfriend became his best friend when they were still studying, but one day he stops talking to him, and Misha thinks that it's because of Sasha. Sasha then shows him the painting that her boyfriend sent through email. Misha seems bothered and asks if her boyfriend explains why he sent the painting, but unfortunately, there's no explanation for it. Later, Sasha sneaks into her boyfriend's apartment to look for evidence that could solve the mystery of his death. She notices the abstract paintings of her boyfriend with similar patterns. She takes a picture of them, then leaves. Meanwhile, the head officer made a background check on Sasha. They find out that she's an only child, and her mother has already passed away. She used to work as a journalist but quit later because of a scandal in her company that involved her. Afterward, she ships as a freelance photographer. Later that day, Sasha prints the pictures of the abstract paintings. She then meets a man that secretly sells dummy phones. Afterward, she goes to the coffee shop and analyzes the evidence. She then realizes that the connected pictures of the abstract paintings look like a QR code, so she immediately scans it. She's surprised to see a secret folder opening with pictures of paintings inside. The police are able to track Sasha's location, but again, when they arrive at the coffee shop, she's already left. Sasha doesn't synchronize her email when she uses the coffee shop's Wi-Fi connection, but the police are still able to find the files that she opened, including the secret folder. Thereafter, Sasha goes to her former professor to have her check the paintings in the secret folder. According to her, the paintings are from renowned painters and not so famous painters in the 19th century. That night, Sasha goes to her friend's apartment. She's upset because Sasha hasn't called her for 2 years after the scandal. She's aware that the police are hunting Sasha, but still accepts her because she has nowhere else to go. While taking a shower, Sasha remembers her intimate times with her boyfriend. They get along so well. That's why she's brokenhearted at his loss. She then remembers her boyfriend's rude friend who disrespects her. She thinks that he might know the reason behind her boyfriend's murder. Thereafter, Sasha goes to the club where the rude friend usually stays. She sees him inside a room, intoxicated together with other women. The rude friend panics when he finds out that his friend was murdered because he knows that they'll kill him as well. Instantly, he calls their professor but cannot reach his line. Sasha is confused as to why the rude friend is calling his professor. He admits to Sasha that they are involved in pure art, and they are restoring paintings, which Sasha cannot fully understand. At the end, the rude friend chases her out. On her way out, Sasha sees the blonde man, so she immediately hides in a room where two women are kissing. She feels awkward, but she has to stay there for her protection. Instantly, the blonde man goes to the rude friend's room and kills him. The next day, Sasha's friend advises her to report everything to the police, but she refuses. She's determined to resolve the case on her own. Sasha then checks the web and finds out that some of the paintings in the secret folder were already sold. It seems like the pictures in the secret folder are the paintings that were bought by the art dealer in an auction, shown in the beginning of the film. Later that day, Sasha goes to the house of her boyfriend's professor, who was contacted by the rude friend before he was killed by the blonde man. On her way, she calls Misha to inform him that his rude friend is murdered before her eyes. She also tells him that she's able to open her boyfriend's secret folder. She strongly believes that her boyfriend isn't just a restorer, but also involved in other things. That's why he's murdered. Misha seems so shocked by Sasha's revelations. Finally, Sasha arrives at the professor's house, but unfortunately, she finds him lifeless, hanging on the ceiling. Before Sasha leaves, she calls the local police to inform the professor's situation. Sasha calls her friend only to find out that the famous art dealer died due to a car accident. They think that the art dealer's death is connected with the murder of Sasha's boyfriend and his rude friend. Her friend convinces her to go back home because it isn't safe for her to stay outside. Afterward, the head officer goes to the professor's house and finds out that he's already dead. The local police inform him that they had received a call from a woman regarding the professor's situation. Therefore, he concludes that Sasha is the one who reported it, and they need to find her as soon as possible because they believe that she can help them solve the case. Sasha stops by a restaurant to eat. On the website, she checks the paintings that are in the art dealer's gallery and sees that some of the paintings there are also in her boyfriend's secret folder. Soon after, when she compares the paintings, she realizes that there are differences. Sasha then concludes that the paintings in the gallery are fake. Immediately, Sasha goes to the expert, who checks the authenticity of the paintings. The expert cannot believe Sasha's conclusion because he's certain that he checks the paintings thoroughly. But when they recheck it, it's proven that Sasha is right. The expert is scared because he's sure that there will be an international issue if the whole world finds out that the government gave America a fake painting. Sasha then calls Misha to inform him of her conclusions, that her boyfriend and his rude friend worked for the art dealer. The thing is, they bought replica paintings in the auction and restored it as if it's the original one, and sold it in the market for a huge amount of money. Misha then tells Sasha to meet him at the train station in an hour. Later on, Sasha receives a call from her friend. Sasha informs her that she's already in the apartment's parking area. Suddenly, her friend tells her to run, which leaves Sasha speechless for a while. It's then revealed that the blonde man is behind Sasha's friend, and he shoots her as soon as she tells Sasha to run. Instantly, the bad man's car blocks Sasha's car in the parking area. She's able to get out of the apartment's premises, but the bad men still chase her. Luckily, she escapes and goes to the train station to meet Misha. Unbeknownst to them, the police had already traced her location because of her car's GPS. As Sasha approaches Misha, she isn't aware that the blonde man is just behind her. However, the blonde man urgently hides when he sees the police. Instantly, the police arrest Sasha and Misha. Later on, the head officer interrogates Sasha. He asks the reason why she quit her job as a journalist. Sasha says that during that time, she exposed bad things about a businessman who ran as a mayor. But later on, it's revealed that the evidence against the businessmen that were given to her were fabricated, and they were set up by his political opponents. Sasha tried to write another article to explain, but her company refused. Later on, the businessman died. She quit her job because of the unbearable guilt that she feels. The head officer then tells Sasha that he knows that she has nothing to do with her boyfriend's death, so he encourages her to tell everything she knows. While Sasha is talking, a government representative arrives and listens to her confessions. Suddenly, the government representative goes out and talks to someone to resolve the issue immediately. The head officer tells Sasha that she'll be under house arrest, and the police will look after her to ensure her safety. After a while, Sasha meets Misha in the reception, and both of them return home. Meanwhile, the head officer is already suspicious of the blonde man's honesty. He already feels that he has something to do with the murders. That's why he doesn't tell him the details of the case. At home, Sasha takes a rest, while the police are guarding her outside. Thereafter, the blonde man arrives and kills the police. Afterward, he sneaks inside Sasha's house and grabs her from behind. Another officer tries to rescue her, but the blonde man shoots him. To get away, Sasha hits the blonde man's face with a kettle of hot water. The blonde man screams because of so much pain. Sasha then grabs the chance to get the gun on the floor and shoots the blonde man. After a couple of minutes, Misha arrives. He hugs and comforts the terrified Sasha. The blonde man is still alive, so Misha gets the gun and brutally kills him. Then he exposes his real self to Sasha. It's then revealed that Misha is part of her boyfriend's illegal business. They are forging the paintings of famous artists and selling them on the market for a high price. At first, everything is going smoothly until one day, their illegal business is exposed. To uncover it, he orders Misha to kill everyone who knows their secret, including her boyfriend, the art dealer, the rude friend, and the professor. Fortunately, when Misha is about to kill Sasha, the head officer arrives and shoots him in the head. Finally, the head officer escorts Sasha to the car. She then hears the news that the painting the Russian government gave to the American president was stolen a few days after it was lodged in a museum in America. The Russian government sympathizes with America, even if they're the one who is behind the theft, to cover up the fact that the painting is fake. The movie ends with Sasha reminiscing about her intimate times with her dear boyfriend. This is Daniel's CC Movie Channel. Stay safe and enjoy your day.